Have you ever wondered when it's the right moment to flirt? The specific actions that, if you catch them, reveal when a woman is waiting for you to flirt with her. In today's video, we will decode these pivotal behaviors that are your cue to step up the flirting game. Be sure to stick around until the end, as the final one is incredibly subtle and comes up way more than you would imagine. But before we start, I would really appreciate it if you support us by hitting the like button. Thank you very much. Now, let's get started. Number 1. She compliments you in unique ways. When a woman is trying to get you to flirt with her, she might start dropping compliments that are a bit out of the ordinary. We're not just talking about the usual nice shirt or cool car. No, she's going for the deep cuts, the things that make you uniquely you. Maybe she mentions how soothing your voice is or how she loves the way you explain complex ideas. These aren't just random observations. They are her way of saying, "Hey, I'm paying attention to you, and I like what I see and hear." By complimenting these unique aspects, she's showing you that she's really tuned into you, and it's her way of creating a connection that goes beyond the surface level. Plus, it gives you an opening to engage in some playful banter. After all, who doesn't love a genuine, thoughtful compliment? So, if the next time a woman praises something about you that's not immediately obvious, take note, she might just be inviting you to turn up the charm and flirt right back. Number 2. She asks for your opinion on her appearance. Picture this. She's just gotten a new haircut or is trying on a new outfit, and suddenly she's asking for your opinion. What do you think of this dress? Or does this hairstyle suit me? This isn't just idle chatter or a cry for validation. It's a classic move in the "please flirt with me" playbook. When a woman asks for your opinion on her appearance, she's doing two things. First, she's drawing your attention to her looks, inviting you to check her out. Second, she's creating an opportunity for you to compliment her. But here's the kicker. She's not just fishing for any old compliment. She wants to know what you specifically think. By asking for your opinion, she's signaling that your views matter to her. This move also opens the door for some light flirtatious banter. Maybe you playfully tease her about fishing for compliments, or you use it as an opportunity to express your admiration. So, the next time she asks what you think of her new shoes or lipstick color, recognize it for what it is: an invitation to flirt. Just remember, honesty combined with charm is always the best policy. Number 3. Subtle shift in tone when speaking to you. Ever noticed how her voice seems to change when she's talking to you? Maybe it gets a bit softer, or there's a hint of a sing-song quality that wasn't there before. Well, gentlemen, that's not just your imagination playing tricks on you, it's a subtle but powerful flirting signal. When a woman is interested and wants you to flirt with her, she often unconsciously modifies her voice. This shift is her body's way of signaling attraction and inviting a more intimate conversation. The softer tone creates a sense of closeness, as if she's sharing a secret with you. The melodic quality, on the other hand, is all about grabbing and keeping your attention. It's like she's flirting with you through her words, making everything she says more engaging and pleasant to listen to. But here's the thing, this change is usually subtle. She's not going to suddenly start speaking in whispers or break into song. It's more about the nuances in her speech that make you want to lean in and listen more closely. So, the next time you are chatting with her, pay attention to these vocal cues. If her voice takes on a softer or more melodious quality, it might just be her way of saying, "Hey, I'm interested. Why don't you flirt with me?" Just remember, it's not about the words alone, but how she says them. Number 4. She engages in self-grooming behaviors. Alright, let's talk about the not-so-subtle art of preening. You know those moments when she suddenly seems very concerned with how she looks. Maybe she's constantly tucking her hair behind her ear, checking her reflection in her phone, or adjusting her clothes. This isn't just vanity at work, it's a classic sign that she's hoping to catch your attention. When a woman engages in these self-grooming behaviors around you, she's essentially primping herself for your benefit. It's her way of ensuring she looks her best in your presence. But more than that, it's an unconscious signal that she cares about your opinion of her appearance. These behaviors serve another purpose too. They draw your attention to her physical features. When she plays with her hair, she's subtly inviting you to look at it. When she smooths her clothes, she's highlighting her figure. Here's the interesting part. These movements also betray a bit of nervousness or excitement. The fact that she's a bit flustered around you is a good sign. It means you have an effect on her. So, the next time you notice her fiddling with her appearance more than usual in your presence, take it as a compliment. She's putting in the effort to look good for you, and that's a pretty clear invitation to turn on the charm. Just remember, noticing is fine. Staring might make her uncomfortable. Play it cool, gentlemen. If these dating tips are helping you, imagine what a personalized strategy session could do. Click the like button. Drop us a comment. Number 5. She mentions being single or available. Ever been in a conversation where she suddenly drops the "oh, I'm single, by the way" bomb? Or perhaps she casually mentions how she's not seeing anyone at the moment. Well, fellas, that's not just random information. It's a flashing neon sign saying, "Flirt with me." When a woman deliberately brings up her single status in conversation, she's doing more than just sharing facts about her life. She's letting you know that she's available and potentially interested. It's her way of opening the door for you to express interest without the fear of stepping on anyone's toes. But here's the clever part. By mentioning it casually, she maintains plausible deniability. If you don't pick up on the hint, she can play it off as just part of the conversation, no harm, no foul. This move also serves as a prompt for you to share your own relationship status. It's her subtle way of fishing for information about your availability too. So, the next time she manages to work her single status into the conversation, don't just nod and move on. This could be your cue to turn up the charm and show her that her hint hasn't fallen on deaf ears. Just remember, subtlety is key. You don't want to come on too strong and scare her off. Number 6. She increases physical proximity without obvious reason. Let's talk about the dance of personal space. Have you ever noticed how she seems to gravitate towards you in a room? Maybe she chooses to sit right next to you in a group setting or finds reasons to stand close by during conversations. Now, this isn't just coincidence, it's a deliberate move in the flirting game. When a woman increases her physical proximity to you without an obvious reason, she's sending a clear non-verbal signal. She's literally closing the gap between you and creating opportunities for more intimate interactions. It's her way of saying, "I'm comfortable being close to you, and I'd like to be even closer." This move serves multiple purposes. First, it allows her to be within your personal bubble, creating a sense of intimacy. Second, it puts her in a position where accidental touches or brushes against each other become more likely. And let's face it, those accidental touches are rarely truly accidental in these situations. But here's the key. She'll do this in a way that seems natural and unforced. She's not going to obviously invade your space, but rather find subtle ways to be near you. So, the next time you notice her consistently finding ways to be close to you, take it as a positive sign. She's creating opportunities for you to flirt with her. Just remember, respect her space and read her other body language cues. If she seems comfortable, it might be time to turn on that charm. Number 7. She uses touch to emphasize points. You're in the middle of a conversation, and suddenly her hand is on your arm as she emphasizes a point. Maybe she playfully swats your hand when you make a joke. These aren't just random acts of physical contact, they are loaded with meaning. When a woman uses touch to emphasize her points in conversation, she's crossing a physical boundary in a very deliberate way. It's her nonverbal way of saying, "I feel comfortable with you, and I want to create a connection beyond just words." These touches serve multiple purposes. First, they create a moment of intimacy between you. Second, they draw your attention to her in a physical way. And third, they are a way of gauging your reaction to her touch. But here's what most men miss: the frequency and duration of these touches matter. If they're happening more often or lingering a bit longer each time, that's a pretty clear escalation of interest. Number 8. She mirrors your energy levels. Ever feel like you're on the same wavelength with her? Like when you get excited about a topic, she matches your enthusiasm, or when you're feeling chill, she adopts a more relaxed vibe. This isn't just coincidence, my friend, it's a subtle but powerful flirting technique called mirroring. When a woman mirrors your energy levels in conversation, she is subconsciously aligning herself with you. It's her way of creating harmony and connection between you two. Now, this mirroring goes beyond just matching your excitement or calmness. It can include adopting similar speaking patterns, gestures, or even body postures. The fascinating thing about this, though, is that mirroring is often unconscious. She's not deliberately copying you, her body is naturally syncing with yours because she feels a connection and wants to strengthen it. It's kind of like you're both dancing to the same unheard rhythm. So, the next time you notice her energy level shifting to match yours, take note. It might just be her way of saying, "Hey, we're on the same page here. Why don't you flirt with me?" Just remember, genuine connection is about give and take. And if you're vibing well, don't be afraid to show it. Number 9. She mentions being cold or warm. Let's talk about the weather, but not in the small talk way you might be thinking. When she suddenly mentions being cold or warm, it's not always about the actual temperature. This seemingly innocent comment can be a clever flirting tactic. When a woman brings up her physical comfort around you, she's opening the door to a more intimate conversation. By mentioning her being cold, she might be hinting that she's wanting to be warmed up. If she says she's warm, then it could be she's drawing attention to her physical state, making you more aware of her on a physical level. This tactic serves multiple purposes. First, it's a way to gauge your reaction and see if you offer your jacket or move in closer. Second, it creates an opportunity for physical contact or closeness. And third, it shifts the conversation to a more personal, sensory level. But here's the clever part, it's all wrapped in an innocent comment about temperature. And if you don't pick up on that hint, she can easily play it off as just casual observation. So, the next time she mentions feeling chilly or warm out of the blue, consider that it might just be more than weather talk. It could be her subtle way of inviting you to flirt or get a bit closer. Just remember, always respect boundaries and read her other cues before making any moves. So now that you know how to spot those signs, if you enjoyed this video, please like and comment your thoughts below. Watch the recommended video on the screen. Thanks for watching.